guys, Ramblin Bob here again with another update for the E600 LFP. Now, I guess Pecron, and this information was brought to me first by one of our subscribers. That's the reason we built this channel, guys, is so we can all work together to make sure that we all know what we're getting from these products and, you know, so there's no surprises. Now, he had mentioned to me that the E600 LFP input went from 400 watts normally down to only 300 watts. So I did some digging and I wanted to make sure I had some concrete proof before I made a video. If you look at the actual power station here, all right, let's bring up the page here. Okay, it says, let me shrink this down. Okay, so you have 1200 watts Pierce sine inverter. Now that supposedly hasn't changed. That's still what I have. 2400 surge. That's a ton of power for a little box, guys. 614 watt hours. So that's all still the same. 25.6 volts at 24 amp hours. So that's all the same. Lithium iron phosphate battery up to 35,000 plus cycles. Guys, remember that's if you take care of the batteries. And then here it says 400 watts max solar charging. Okay, so that's where the discrepancy comes in, as far as one of the subscribers had just ordered an E600 LFP, and they said that the if I can make this bigger here, they said that this port right here is 32 volts to 95, so that hasn't changed. But notice that this picture right here says 300 watts max. Now this is something so small that the average person just wouldn't catch. So I thought, well, let's make a video and put it out there so nobody gets surprised if they get one or order one. I want to make sure that everybody's happy with whatever you buy. It doesn't matter what it is. As a subscriber family, we just try to help each other, so there is no surprises. Okay, let's see here. Oh, back up to here. Let's see. Buck Dragon. Oh, okay. Same. Okay, everything's same. Everything else is the same, guys. So the only thing that we're really kind of concerned, I'm going to call this one the Pecron E600 LFP version 2.0 or version 2. The same as, if you guys remember that when we first started this channel, we had the original E2000 LFP, and then they came out with kind of an updated version. They're probably tweaking it. I don't know, maybe 400 watts was too much for the MPPT controller to handle, or the I don't know. Being that I could put out up to 1200 watts, 400 watts seemed, you know, well within its parameters. But I'm not an engineer or electrician or anything, so I don't know. But I just, like I said, I just want to make this video so everybody kind of knows what to expect. I don't like any of the surprises, because that's always, that creates headaches, guys. Okay, here, so let's see here. Same. Okay, here, now here's the specifications here. Now this one says same. Solar input here. This is the small one, guys. Now notice that the small one, the little barrel, says 100 watts, 12 to 18. You could go all the way up to 20. I believe it's 24 or 25 volts open circuit. That's the difference. Not working voltage, but open circuit. So that's still the same. But look at, they changed it here, guys. Okay. So what I'll do is I will send a picture. Matter of fact, I'll do that right now here, guys. And let's see here. Is that, wait, let me double check here. Yep, okay, so I'll send a picture here, guys. I want to make sure. And let's see, I'll take a screenshot here, and I will highlight this little bad boy here. And then what I'll do is I will put an arrow pointing to this 400 watt solar charging, and make sure that if it is only 300 watts now, I want this to be changed on the website. Like I've always said, guys, like we've always said, we do not work with Pecron, we do not work for Pecron. We're affiliates, and that it's, you know, so that way if people use our links, you know, we make a very small commission off anybody's purchase if they make a you know, proper purchase. But we don't work for Pecron, guys. But I like to always make sure, like I said, that people get the right information, or the companies don't miss anything, and that way, you know, both sides are happy. You know, I'm kind of like, boy, like a mediator, you know what I mean? And then our subscriber family comes together, and we all help each other and try to mediate the best way, or the best device, or best product that works for you or your family, or me, or, you know, whatever. I'm a customer too. You know, people can't forget that I'm a big customer. I buy lots of this stuff, more than I should, to be honest with you. But this is a hobby that's caught me by storm. So what I'll do is I'll send them a picture of that and say, hey, maybe we should update this. Maybe, you know, maybe it's just a small typo. But anytime you change a product's specifications, this has to be updated to make sure that the viewers and everything know that you know, something's different going to come in the mail, no matter how small it is. Oh, and you also, by the same subscriber, awesome guy, he had mentioned that you do get that soft bag rather than the hard case. The old one used to be the hard case, which is the one that I had. Let me see if I can show it to you real quick here. This is our Buy Me a Hot Chocolate page, guys. What this does is we're creating a database on this page so we can always have information that we can resort to, or codes or anything like that. See, like there's promo codes here, but this is designed basically for this right here. These are the database that we have started so people can resort to this and then don't make a mistake on your equipment, or you can learn about the equipment before you buy it. So we just wanted to, and we put it in frames because we think it's that cool. Okay, so let me make this bigger. Now notice that the original one, the one that I got, and did the review on it, or the one that we got, notice it came with that hard case, guys. And then notice that it says 32 to 95 at 400 watts max at 15 amps. So this part right here is changed, and I'm going to have to make this version 1, and then what I'll do is I'll make a version 2. Now I don't know if I made a version 1 or a version 2 of the E2000, because remember, there's a new one of those now. So the original ones were internal changes, but the next one actually has, from the Scriber family again, guys, because nobody can watch all this stuff. It took out these two ports right here, and it made a 120 at 20 amp, like a RV plug. But the weird thing is, I don't know what you're really going to do about that, guys, or with a plug like that, that's bigger like that. I don't know, maybe a transfer switch or so, I don't know. So if you have any ideas of what you could use a 120 volt at 20 amp outlet, RV outlet, I was thinking maybe to power dump energy into the batteries, but you could just use this one. I don't, unless your RV is set up just for that. You know what I mean? You would usually have to get about 3,000 or 4,000 watts into an RV to kind of run everything comfortably, because ACs and fridges and everything, you know, they're a little power heavy, you know. Okay, so like I said, this is the website where we put all this information up so people can learn and resort to as far as information. And you can see we have gone crazy with this, guys. We've done literally every piece of technology that Pecron has, up from the LFP batteries forward, and then of course all kinds of like any kind of codes that we get, you know, if we find any codes or sent any codes. But this one definitely has changed now, so I'm going to make a version 2 of that, and this one will have to be changed too, because we're going to need this one. Let's see if I can click that, and I'll save that, and I'll make a version 2 of that one, because obviously the parameters of this one has changed, even so slightly, but it's changed, and I want to make sure, like I said, that people get, you know, what they expect, you know, or at least get, you know, get a heads up with the bag, and then the losing 100 watts of solar charging. Now you could still charge this thing in about 2.5 hours or so, but at 400 you could definitely get it done in probably about an hour and a half. So it's not much of a difference, but it is a difference, and I wanted to always you know, like I said, bring the information forward if we can. We don't make this stuff, obviously. We play with it. We're big kids here. Now I wanted to show you also, I'm going to be uploading another one, which is the E600LFP instruction manual. And if you notice up here in this part right here, this is a good way to learn this, guys. In this is all kinds of code. There's hidden stuff in here. So notice that this says 1/19 of 2024. Now obviously that is an updated instructional manual, right? Because that came out way before that. So now you can actually see that you know, the proof is in the pudding that something's changed here. So notice that let's see here, blah blah blah, same. Okay, this is the same, but notice it doesn't say 300 or 400 watts here, guys. But when you get down here, now notice the input specs. Now this is still the same on the 5521 barrel, but notice on the 5-pin aviation port, guys, it says max of 300 watts. So like I said, I just want to get this information out there, guys. If you have any comments, please leave it in the comment section, guys. Does this change the value for the price? Does you know, is it still a good value? I think it's still a good value at 300. I would have liked to seen it stay with the hard case and the 400 watts, but like I said, possibly maybe something they had with the MPPT controller was maybe too much power coming in as you're using 1200 out, so maybe it just couldn't handle it, so they had to revamp it. I don't know, but that's the only thing that I've seen changed here, guys, from Pecron. Let's see here. Yeah, see, 3 to 4 hours on a 200 watt. Yes, at full power, yeah, maybe 3.5. Depending on if the system slows down or not. That's, you know, that's a big thing too. But it used to be 2.5 hours. But if you had 400 watts input, obviously that would shorten that up a lot. Yep, see here, look at this here, guys. It says 32 to 95 at 300 watt maximum. And then VOC open circuit voltage of solar panels must be less than 95. Guys, I recommend don't go over 80. That's just my opinion. 80 volts, that's a lot for a little box like this, guys. So don't wire 236 solar panels, which we have. Don't put them together because obviously it'll go too high. And then you have, yep, see, once again, so they changed it. I'll definitely be sending a message to Pecron with that picture stating that they should change it. Let me see what we got here. Not that one. Let's see what I'll do. Give me 1 second, guys. Okay, so this one. So what I'll do is I will edit this one. Okay, this is the E600. And then this is how I send information to Pecron so they can kind of get on the ball and either fix stuff or correct stuff if we notice anything, or our awesome subscriber family notices. So this right here, I always highlight this like that so they can see exactly what I'm talking about, because when you're dealing with other countries, sometimes it's easier to make a picture than use words. And you know, it sounds mean, but it's so much better. And then I'll put 3. I'm not a good drawer, guys. Here's 300 watts. W A. Oh boy, it's not gonna fit. Let's see. Okay, so 300 watt. Hopefully they'll understand that very simply, and then they know that you know, put this. I'll put a question mark here. And like I said, sometimes it's easier with pictures than it is, you know, if you send a text or something like that, because then you now everyone that's watching this video right now knows exactly what I'm talking about. The solar input has changed. We have to get that updated so people know what they're buying. But other than that, I didn't see anything other than those two things. And I'd like to once again very, very much thank the subscriber family for bringing the information to us so we could make a video and try to get it out there so there's no surprises. I don't want people to buy something and get like something that they didn't plan on, because that's one of the worst things ever, other than not getting the product, of course. Ordering something and not showing up, or showing up broke, that's just as bad too. But you know, if it says 400 watt max charging here, guys, this product should be 400 watts max charging. All right, guys, we'll ramble on. I know this is a short one, and then leave your comment down there. Does this affect your love or dislike for the E600LFP? I still think it's a very, very good box. We've used it all the time. I don't think we ever really put 400 watts in. I believe that's a couple times we do. A lot of times we charge it from other power stations because it's small. We don't have an array that you know, is good for this. It'd be way over panel for what we have now. But I still like the box for portability. But let me know in the comment sections what you guys think. All right, ramble on, be safe, join the subscriber family. We need you here. This is the exact purpose and reason why. All right, guys, ramble on, be safe. I'll see you again on Ramblin Bob Reviews. Bye, guys.